What's going on, guys? Today the NHL 26 gameplay trailer dropped. If you haven't watched that yet, I'll have a link for it in the description. But as you can see by the title of the video, I'm more concerned with the overhead gameplay and how all the new features such as Ice Cube 2.0 as well as NHL Edge, which actually uses puck and player tracking statistics, which EA is going to be using for their player attributes. I'm really hoping this year that means we'll get better ratings. For instance, right here it shows, Barzell is going to be faster than Boone Jenner. Roman Josi there has a harder shot than Albert Johansson. You also got Matthews there, better wrist shot than Beauvillier. I mean, those players do have a higher rating, but still, I hope, this does make the ratings more authentic to real life, something I've been asking for quite some time. On top of that too, guys, for anyone who plays a lot of EASHL or any online game mode for that matter, they've actually nerfed both the LT as well as hip checks. Obviously, a lot of people use LT to get those speed boosts skating through the neutral zone, and now it's going to be tougher to pull off. Also, too, hip checks, I mentioned this in my wishlist video. You can no longer just, skate full speed at a guy, then turn into him for the hip check. They've adjusted it so that move will be a lot less effective, which of course is what we were asking for. And so now, guys, we'll get into the overhead gameplay, which I slowed down to 3/4 speed just so we can pick up more things. Also, too, if you guys are interested in a little piece of presentation info, stay tuned for the end. So starting off here, guys, you have one of the new goalie animations. You got Hill there with the pad stack save. Pasternak there as well. You can see how the X Factor lights up. Ovi there in his office. That, of course, is one of the new player tendencies. You have the, kind of star players are supposed to look like themselves. You got Hughes there taking a shot. Horvat crashing the net. Hellebuck there, you can see some of the new save animations as well. So basically, McKinnon should be making more dekes at high speed. All these superstars should play like their real life selves. Of course, too, you can see all the new NHL Edge data, which shows kind of how fast players are skating, how hard they're shooting the puck. Matthews there, of course, with his patented, kind of toe drag there. McDavid skating up with speed through the neutral zone. Actually puts 1-5 hole, which you don't see too often. Macklin, Celebrini there, a little off-puck deke. I'm hoping we don't see those spam too much by the AI this year. Draisaitl there with his kind of hard angle one-timer. I mentioned McKinnon throwing a lot of body checks. I don't know where they got that, but you can see Quinn Hughes, of course, being active in the offensive zone. Just different ways you can see poking the puck. Barkov there, of course, hitting Marchand, who will be out in front of the net. That's where, we should see him playing. Renski with those nice stretch passes. Right here, of course, I really like this, actually. It shows the current face-off percentage of the players in-game. We're going to have different little pop-ups like that. Fighting looks to be the exact same. Just the way the NHL is going, they're not really updating that a ton. Right here, again, a bunch of the new goalie animation saves. With the new crease control, we're supposed to be getting a ton of, love for the goalies. Right there, you actually see one trickle by the goalie, and we see some of the new, I don't know what you call these, I guess, goal emojis where the goalies are upset. You can see there Gustafsson just kind of holding his pad. Right there, another nice new save. They're just kind of showing that a lot. You can actually see here with the new animation. That was the new one-handed shot from Tage Thompson, which you can only pull off if you have big rig while driving to the net in puck protect. Right there, you can see Alexander Barkov doing that quick pick X Factor side of there, block shot. You got Gudis there, the big check, of course, with his hipster X Factor. So now, of course, just kind of showing off how all these new X Factors do affect the gameplay with their unique animations, as well as just kind of the abilities that they boost. Bouchard there with the shot. Crosby, of course, that backhand from that angle was insane. Now, speaking of X Factors, guys, you can actually only have a max of 3 X Factors now per player. You can see Crosby, for instance, has backhand beauty, we just saw. Unstoppable, which gives a player better reverse hits, which doesn't make a ton of sense for Crosby. But the second thing it gives them is the ability to withstand checks with increased strength and balance. Obviously, Crosby, so hard to get off the puck, so that part does make sense. Also, too, elite there, big tipper. We know Crosby, great at tipping the pucks in. If you guys are curious too, what does elite mean? He's got 3 elite things. Well, there's actually 3 tiers of X Factors now. The first tier, the worst tier, is Specialist. You then have All-Star there, which is your mid tier or tier 2. And then Elite there is your third tier, your best tier. So each tier, the stat boosts get better. If you look at wheels there in acceleration, you'll see that the lowest tier gives you a plus 3% boost. Then the second tier is plus 5%, third tier plus 8, or even say elite edges. If you look at agility, it starts out at plus 15, and then plus 30, then plus 50. And so I really like the fact that we actually now see exactly how X Factors affect attributes. Before, you were just kind of guessing, what X Factor increased what. And finally here, guys, a little piece of presentation info for you. We are finally getting genuine tunnel walkouts again. Unfortunately, it's only for select NHL teams, but I'm hoping that, maybe by NHL 27, we'll have them for every single NHL team. I guess, baby steps for this one, but still definitely something to be excited for. And that's going to do it, guys, for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.